Welcome to Smalltalk Daily for Monday, September 13th, 2010. This morning I wanted to take a brief look at using proxy servers from Cincom Smalltalk. This will work in either Visualworks or Object Studio. I'm using Visualworks under Windows 7 right now, but again, either product will work. What you want to do is set up your proxy specification this way. Host spec new on your proxy server, and I've got that set up in a different page in my workspace. The port, the type, which will be HTTP, it could be HTTPS. And then this just makes sure that that all comes back to the proxy server specification because I'm using cascading here. Then you need to set up a user. So I set up a net user. So the proxy has this net user specification. You can give it a net user object with a username and a password. And again, I've got those specified elsewhere. Then you set up a client, give it a proxy host, and tell it to use the proxy, and then just tell it to do a get off something like Yahoo. Now, this is going to fail. It would work fine if I was using most proxy servers. It turns out Cincom's using NTLM like a lot of Microsoft shops do, so it's going to fail because I've missed one small piece. Let me just show you that. This is all you really have to do for most proxy services as long as you're not using NTLM. If you're using NTLM, though, you'll see this kind of error here. And it's because you've got one additional piece of thing you've got to specify. It turns out that if I were to go in and ask what my domain is right now, so let's just highlight this and not get the colon there, ask what my domain is, it's going to be the name of this machine, which is MiniWin7CS, which happens to be what I call this virtual machine running on my Mac. I don't want that. What I want is I want the domain to be Cincom. So I need to run this again with this one additional piece of information to give it that domain name, highlight all of this again, and let's do an inspect. And you see this time it goes through when we get back at 200 with whatever it's coming back with from Yahoo. So that's all I need to do to get that to work. So if you have to specify the domain and you want to do that not in the basic settings for universal throughout Cincom Smalltalk, just do it this way. If you don't have to specify the domain, fine, it'll work without that piece of code. In the screencast text, I'll include this snippet of code in there so that you can follow along and copy that for your own purposes. So that's about it for today. Until next time, have fun with Smalltalk.